Not every inspiring story begins with spotlights, grand stages, or spectacular victories. Sometimes the most moving tales come from ordinary people with extraordinary determination. They have faced pain, stares of curiosity, physical limitations, and challenges that seemed impossible to overcome. Yet instead of giving in, they choose to keep moving forward, turning their wounds into strength and their lives into a message of hope. In today's video, we'll revisit 20 extraordinary journeys that may leave you speechless, reflective, and seeing life from a whole new perspective. Which story moves you the most? Who inspires you the most? Watch until the end to fully experience each journey. And if you love real-life stories of resilience, courage, and uniqueness, don't forget to hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe so you won't miss the upcoming videos. Shalom Black, whose real name is Shalom Nchom, experienced a devastating tragedy at the age of 9 in Nigeria. A horrific accident involving boiling oil at her family's shop left her face, scalp, and upper body severely burned, marked by extensive keloid scarring. Throughout her childhood and teenage years, she endured not only ongoing physical pain, but also harsh stigma and cruel bullying, which at times pushed her into deep despair and thoughts of giving up on life. In her journey to regain confidence, Shalom Black turned to the art of makeup and quickly became highly skilled in transforming her appearance. At first, she used cosmetics as a mask to hide her scars and avoid the judgmental gaze of others. However, with remarkable courage, she chose to reveal her bare face on social media, creating makeup tutorials to inspire others in similar situations. She transformed makeup from a tool of concealment into a form of empowerment and self-expression. Today, Shalom Black has become a social media star and a powerful force redefining beauty standards within the beauty industry. She teaches millions of followers to embrace their scars and accept physical differences as symbols of survival and strength. Her journey is a powerful reminder that true beauty does not lie in flawless skin, but shines through self-worth and the resilience within each individual. Winston battles a brutal condition known as osteogenesis imperfecta, O1, where even the slightest vibration can shatter his fragile body, yet his spirit remains unbreakable. Upon meeting Mayfair, they navigated the complex challenges of his disability together to build a foundation of lasting happiness. Their radiant wedding last August served as a powerful testament. True love possesses the strength to shatter every biological barrier, transforming the impossible into a brilliant reality. However, that beautiful picture was suddenly cast in shadow when their wedding photos became a focal point for online malice. Mayfair was vilified as a gold digger, while Winston was branded selfish simply for daring to pursue happiness. This hostility extended beyond phone screens and into the real world through invasive, mean-spirited questions. They were forced to confront a society that constantly doubts the autonomy and agency of those living with physical impairments. Instead of crumbling, the couple transmuted their pain into a powerful catalyst for inspiration, showcasing extraordinary resilience amidst a world of prejudice. Their story serves as a sharp wake-up call for empathy, proving that the greatest defect lies not in one's bones, but in the narrow-mindedness of others. Let their love broadcast a vital message. Never judge a book by its cover, and cherish the hearts that dare to love and live fully, regardless of the odds. Jenna Bullen, A 25-year-old warrior from Oklahoma bears the fiery marks of a devastating fire she survived at age 3, which left 95% of her body severely injured. After more than 80 major surgeries and a moment in 2015 when her heart stopped on the operating table, she sank into deep despair over a seemingly bleak future. However, the joyous news that she was about to become an aunt became a fateful turning point, reigniting her inner fire and helping her rise from the ashes. That iron will not only helped her reclaim her life, but also forged an unbreakable spirit to face every storm life throws her way. Overcoming every barrier of insecurity, Jenna is now preparing to receive her bachelor's degree in psychology and shines with confidence in her graduation photo shoot, something she once never dared to dream of. From a girl who once avoided the camera lens, Jenna now stands as a symbol of self-empowerment, proving that true confidence stems from accepting and loving one's own imperfections. Her story is not just a medical miracle, but a powerful call to action. When you learn to embrace your scars, you will discover the most radiant beauty of the human soul. Sarah Rodo is not seeking a romantic relationship with another human. Instead, she has developed a deep emotional attachment to a Boeing 737 airplane. She describes herself as having object sexuality, meaning her emotional bond is directed toward objects rather than people. For Sarah, this relationship is not symbolic. It is a completely genuine feeling. She frequently takes flights just to be close to her special companion. In 2023 alone, she flew more than 30 times and collected over 60 miniature airplane models, along with larger replicas displayed in her home. She sees these aircraft as part of her family. Sarah admits that she feels saddened by the fact that she cannot truly be physically close to the Boeing 737 in a complete way, but she continues to pursue this emotional connection by traveling to different airports and cities. Although she knows that many people do not understand or even mock her, she remains firm in her perspective. For Sarah, this is not something that needs to be proven or validated. It is simply a personal connection that feels right to her. To Sarah, the sense of closeness to the airplane is a real experience, even if the outside world sees it differently. What do you think about Sarah's story and how it reflects the different ways people can experience emotions and love? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to the channel to explore more unique and thought-provoking stories like this. Miriam and Mia, twin sisters born with osteogenesis imperfecta, brittle bone disease, began their lives under a devastating prognosis, as doctors once predicted that they would not survive beyond a month. With hundreds of fractures occurring from the moment they were born, every breath they took was once a fragile struggle for survival, highlighting the limitations of conventional medicine in the face of such a severe condition. However, the unconditional love of their parents, combined with timely intervention from medical specialists, ignited a powerful spark of hope, transforming two of the most fragile bodies into living proof of the strength of human will and unwavering faith. Through metal implant surgeries to strengthen their bones and continuous relentless rehabilitation efforts, Miriam and Mia are now developing remarkably confidently, moving, playing, and having fun with their younger brother. From the pain of countless injuries and fractures, the two girls have risen with great strength, proving that physical limitations can never imprison a spirit that longs for independence. Hannah Olateju, an 18-year-old resilient flower from London, faced devastating adversity when she lost all 4 limbs to meningitis and gangrene at just 2 years old. After spending years hiding behind dark clothing filled with insecurity, a fateful trip to Jamaica awakened her spirit and taught her to cherish her imperfect yet extraordinary body. It has been a spectacular transformation from the shadows of self-doubt into the radiant light of acceptance, turning her wounds into sharp weapons to assert her self-worth in a world full of prejudice. Now, with 50,000 followers on Instagram, Hannah is using the magical power of words to write an epic saga of confidence and a love for life. She doesn't just share her personal story, but has become a powerful icon of inspiration for the community on how to overcome the harsh limits of fate. Hannah has proven that true beauty does not lie in physical perfection, but shines from a courageous soul that dares to expose its differences to warm the hearts of those yearning to find themselves. Lizzie Tenney, a 22-year-old girl from Utah, lives a harsh, counter-light life due to the rare condition xeroderma pigmentosum XP. With a body completely unable to repair its own DNA against the impact of ultraviolet rays, Lizzie's skin will blister and burn severely after just a few short minutes of exposure to daylight. As one of only 300 rare cases in the United States diagnosed with this cruel disease, she faces the specter of skin cancer and dangerous neurological complications, turning every step out into the sun into a high-stakes gamble with destiny. Despite enduring 43 agonizing skin cancer surgeries, Lizzie refuses to surrender, instead mastering her life through technology and an iron will. With a UV meter always in hand to scout for safe spaces, she resiliently redefines the concept of freedom, turning every peaceful moment into a triumphant victory over adversity. Lizzie's story is a vivid testament to extraordinary resilience. Though the sun may be an enemy to her skin, it can never extinguish the brilliant light radiating from the soul of a true warrior. Sapphire Terry, a young girl from New York City, USA, has become the subject of one of the most powerful stories of resilience and the miracle of love. In 2013, a severe fire incident completely changed her life. In the most dangerous moment, her father bravely used his own body to shield her, saving her life. Despite surviving miraculously, the toddler at the time suffered severe physical injuries, including the loss of part of her limbs, and had to endure dozens of complex reconstructive surgeries over many years. However, under the devoted care of her aunt Sapphire, Terry never lost her bright smile or remarkable optimism. One of the warmest highlights of her journey came during Christmas in 2015. When a simple wish for a Christmas tree covered in greeting cards was shared by her family on social media, the story of this brave little girl touched the hearts of millions around the world. A true miracle followed, as hundreds of thousands of cards, meaningful gifts, and countless heartfelt messages of encouragement poured in from across the globe, turning a cold winter into a celebration filled with warmth, love, and humanity. Today, Sapphire Terry continues to grow up strong and healthy, constantly working hard to overcome her physical limitations. Her remarkable journey is not only a powerful example of resilience in the face of adversity, but also a beautiful symbol showing that the compassion of a global community can ignite hope and help heal even the deepest wounds. Bladen Pietro, also known as Bastrin, is a living embodiment of the saying, "The body may break, but the will is immortal." Despite living with brittle bone disease that has caused over 200 fractures, this 21-year-old has never let misfortune imprison his ambitions. Over the past 9 years, he has channeled his pain into the fuel to build a thriving YouTube empire with over 460,000 subscribers, igniting hope in millions of hearts worldwide. Bastrin's journey is an inspiring epic, affirming that the only real limits are the barriers in our minds, not in our fragile bones. Jacob Walker, a 10-year-old boy from Virginia, has written a new chapter in medical history by overcoming an extremely rare condition called opsismodysplasia, which affects only 1 in a million people. Once predicted not to survive past the age of 5 and told he would never walk, Jacob is now not only fully mobile, but also a talented dancer, with a small stature but the will of a giant. By sharing his inspiring dance moves and his aspirations to become a professional actor on social media, he has proven to the world that a small frame is never a barrier to great dreams. An 11-year-old boy faces a daily battle with a rare condition that causes him to seriously injure himself. Davy Wickland from Renton, Washington, has a rare genetic disorder affecting muscle control called Lesch-Nyhan syndrome. His mother, Jaren, explains, Lesch-Nyhan syndrome is basically cerebral palsy with self-injurious behavior. Davy has the severe form. He cannot stand, walk, or even lift his head for extended periods. He has muscular strength but no control. His parents must implement daily special measures to prevent him from harming himself, including arm braces, kangaroo-style leg pouches, and rubber devices to stop him from biting his lips. Mohammed Fazil Irfan is not just a 16-year-old teenager. He is a living testament challenging every medical rule by shattering the 3-day life expectancy sentence he received at birth. Carrying the relentless burden of butterfly skin, E.B. Muhammad's mornings do not begin with relaxation, but with a grueling 5-hour battle just to bandage and protect his fragile skin from lurking injuries. Every turn in bed or each step taken is an agonizing challenge, yet the very fragility of his form has forged a will of steel, turning his existence into an extraordinary miracle in real life. Rising above bone-deep pain, this young man refuses to be defined by his illness as he pursues his ambition to change the future for others in the same situation. Instead of succumbing to fate, Muhammad chooses to spread the light of hope with a burning dream of finding a definitive cure for EB, transforming personal suffering into community strength. His story is a profound and inspiring lesson in resilience. When the will is strong enough, a broken body can still carry the power to shift destiny and compel the entire world to stand in admiration. Zion Clark was born with a body deprived of its entire lower half due to caudal regression syndrome, a serious congenital disability in which the development of the lower spinal cord and spine is disrupted, leading to the complete absence of legs and the lumbar region. From a medical perspective, this condition is a direct consequence of a disorder during early embryonic development, preventing the formation of essential body structures. Zion Clark's life is a vivid example of how profound physiological interventions and adjustments can help overcome an extremely harsh physical reality. Instead of surrendering to this biological burden, Zion Clark took the initiative to undergo a spectacular process of body adaptation and transformation. His upper body, from his arms and shoulders to his chest muscles, has developed exceptionally and was adjusted to take on the primary role of mobility in place of his missing legs. This is not only the result of persistent training, but also reflects the incredible neuromuscular restructuring capability of the human body, turning arms into legs and transforming abdominal muscles into a stable base for his entire center of gravity. Thanks to this unique adaptation, he has become a professional wrestler and MMA fighter, challenging all standards of combat sports designed for those with all four limbs. Zion Clark's journey of conquest reached its peak when he set the world record for the fastest man on hands. His life motto, "No excuses," is not just a slogan, but a testament to a powerful life philosophy. A person's true value lies not in the form determined by their genetic code, but in their iron will and relentless ability to adapt to rewrite their own destiny. Zion Clark's story is a hopeful affirmation for millions facing physical limitations, proving that when the will accompanies a properly transformed body, no barrier is insurmountable. Connie Chiu is a fashion model born in Hong Kong and raised in Sweden, known as the world's first model with albinism. This genetic condition causes a lack of melanin in the skin, hair, and eyes, creating a signature porcelain appearance that makes her stand out like a character from a myth. Instead of viewing this as a flaw to be hidden, Connie bravely embraced it and turned it into a unique strength, proving that difference is the key to creating a distinct identity. In the international fashion world, Connie Chiu has become a symbol of purity and individuality, breaking down rigid prejudices about traditional beauty on the runway. Her sensitivity to light never became a barrier. On the contrary, it added to her unique charm and helped her convey powerful artistic messages through every step. Does Connie Chiu's story make you believe that being different can become the most unforgettable kind of beauty? Leave your thoughts below. Hit like and subscribe to the channel to keep discovering inspiring journeys like this. Sarah Talby, a talented artist from Belgium, was born with Faglia syndrome, a rare medical condition that left her completely without both upper limbs from birth. In a world designed for people with hands, to grasp her beginning seemed like an insurmountable challenge to the normal rules of survival. However, instead of accepting pity or a limited life, she began an extraordinary journey to prove that physical form can never imprison the will. With incredible persistence and adaptability, Sarah Talby trained her feet to become miraculous tools with absolute precision and dexterity. She learned to use her toes to perform all daily activities, from personal hygiene and cooking to using modern technology. For her, her feet are no longer just for movement. They have truly become a second pair of hands, helping her connect with and master the world around her completely independently. As a mother, Sarah Talby has earned the world's admiration by caring for her children herself, handling everything from changing diapers and bathing to preparing meals without constant support from others. Not stopping there, she also established her talent in the field of painting, where she uses her feet to control the brush and create colorful, emotional works of art. Each of her paintings is not only an artistic achievement, but also a testament to the wonder of the human brain and muscle's ability to restructure itself. Sarah Talby's journey sends a powerful message about redefining human potential. The greatest strength comes not from what we possess, but from how we face and overcome the harshest challenges. She turned her disability into a unique strength to shine, inspiring millions with her courage and self-confidence. Through her story, she asserts that when we dare to accept ourselves and give our best effort, all physical barriers can be broken to pursue a full and meaningful life. Despite her bones being so fragile that they can break with just a light touch, A 32-year-old woman has become an international wheelchair dance champion and part-time model. Monique Dior Jarrett was born with a severe form of osteogenesis imperfecta type 3, commonly known as brittle bone disease, a rare genetic disorder characterized by extreme bone fragility. Monique, from Manchester, England, cannot even remember how many bones she has broken in her life, and every morning when she wakes up, she has to perform a bone check to make sure she didn't break any more bones while sleeping. Mackenzie Paul is a reminder that a person's impact is not measured only by how long they live, but by how deeply they touch others during the time they have. Throughout more than 2 years of facing acute myeloid leukemia, she chose not to retreat into silence or let hardship define her entirely. Instead, she openly shared her personal journey on social media, offering honest reflections as a young woman navigating an immense life challenge. That sincerity created a powerful connection with countless people, giving many a sense of comfort, hope, and encouragement to face their own difficult chapters with greater strength and resilience. Rather than allowing painful experiences to remain only a private burden, Mackenzie transformed her emotions and reflections into poetry, later sharing them with the world through a published book. According to the message shared by her husband, her passing brought deep sorrow to many who had followed her story. Yet her voice continues to resonate through the lives she touched. What makes her story inspiring is not the tragedy itself, but the way she chose to turn hardship into connection, compassion, and meaning. Mackenzie's legacy stands as a powerful reminder that even during life's most difficult moments, people can still create something positive that uplifts and inspires others. Tiwari had been building her career as a freelance social media strategy professional, but severe psoriasis flare-ups significantly disrupted both her work and daily life. For someone so young and actively shaping her future, having to pause that momentum was undoubtedly challenging. Yet instead of keeping her struggle private, she chose to openly share her personal journey. That decision reflects remarkable courage, while helping others understand that visible skin conditions are very real challenges many people quietly face every day. At just 22, facing unkind reactions from strangers can create an enormous emotional burden. Curious stares or insensitive comments often leave wounds deeper than the physical discomfort itself. Yet, in the middle of that reality, Tiwari has been turning her personal experience into a positive voice that encourages empathy and greater understanding. When someone shares their story with honesty, they not only grow stronger themselves, but also offer comfort to others going through similar experiences. Her story is a reminder that a person's worth should never be measured by appearance or by society's narrow standards of perfection. Visible health conditions may create real challenges, but they do not define a person or limit their potential. By speaking out to challenge stigma surrounding noticeable skin conditions, Tiwari is helping create a more compassionate conversation about body diversity and self-worth. Sometimes the bravest act is not hiding your struggle, but continuing forward with confidence and resilience. Does Tiwari's story make you see true beauty differently? Leave your thoughts below, hit like and subscribe to the channel to keep spreading meaningful stories like this. At just 6 years old, Maury Coven created a moment that left an entire audience speechless when she was wheeled onto the stage for a special performance of The Steadfast Tin Soldier. Surrounded by fellow performers, no one expected that moments later, as the dancers gently stepped aside, Maury would rise and stand on her own 2 feet, creating an unforgettable and deeply emotional scene. Just 2 years earlier, After a rare and devastating accident at her grandparents' home in Alabama, doctors were uncertain whether she would survive. Through extraordinary determination, devoted family support, and a relentless recovery journey, Maury transformed what once seemed impossible into a powerful symbol of hope and resilience. From the very first cry muffled by an incomplete facial structure, Finley June began a grueling battle for survival. Treacher-Collins syndrome did not just alter her appearance, but severely narrowed her airway, turning every normal breath into a monumental challenge. Yet the life within that tiny body surged with strength, defying the harshest medical predictions. She is not merely a pediatric patient, but a symbol of hope, teaching us to cherish every precious breath we take in our lives. This tiny girl's life is sustained through a series of support devices and agonizing reconstructive surgeries. Ventilators and feeding tubes became essential companions, helping Finley navigate critical stages to fight for every second of existence. Each scar on her face is not a mark of imperfection, but a medal honoring her extraordinary courage. Through her, we witness the miraculous power of the human will when placed in the harshest conditions, where the spirit consistently rises above the weight of adversity. Amidst the curious stares of the world, Finley continues to shine with a radiant smile and eyes full of vitality. She refuses to let physical differences prevent her from exploring the beauty of life and connecting with others through pure sincerity. Finley's presence serves as a vivid lesson in compassion, urging the community to look past the external shell to understand the true value within. Every step she takes carries a message of self-acceptance, encouraging those who feel insecure to stand firm and shine in their own unique way. Finley's journey is never a lonely one, as she is constantly accompanied by her family's steadfast presence and the dedicated support of medical professionals. They are the ones who ignite her faith, transforming cold hospital rooms into spaces filled with love and hope. Her story offers a deep educational insight into building an inclusive society where every difference is respected and protected. The efforts of those around her do not just save an individual. They spread noble humanitarian values, creating a community that knows how to share and empathize more deeply. Leaving behind physical pain and the limitations of fate, Finley. June is writing a brilliant story of limitless resilience every day. She is ironclad proof that a yearning heart and a steel spirit can overcome any barrier of bone structure or narrowed airways. Her future is not defined by congenital flaws, but by the power of the dreams she pursues. Let Finley be the inspiration for you to realize that no matter how difficult the start, we still have the right to create an extraordinary and meaningful life. The life of activist Erin Clark is a persistent journey against discrimination directed at those bound to wheelchairs. At 36, she is not just an artist, but a true warrior on the front lines of social justice. Rather than accepting the limits the world imposed on her, Erin chose direct confrontation, using her voice and actions to pave the way for inclusion. This iron will served as the solid foundation, allowing her to confidently enter arenas typically filled with barriers and prejudices regarding human capability. An astonishing turning point occurred when Erin decided to try her hand at pole dancing this past April. Despite being a beginner, her innate talent and extraordinary effort allowed her to quickly master the pole and clinch a national championship title after only a few months of training. This rapid success not only propelled her to the World Championships in the Netherlands, but also affirmed that passion knows no limits of time or physicality. It serves as a vivid testament to resilience, reminding us all that anyone can shine brightly if they dare to start and persist in their pursuit. Erin Clark is currently elevating her fight for equality by reshaping the face of the professional pole dancing industry. I hope her extraordinary resilience has ignited a fire within you to overcome your own barriers. Leave a comment sharing your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe to the channel so we can continue spreading more life-changing stories like this together every day. Your support is the greatest motivation for these positive messages to reach even further across the community. Ali Stowes, 27, is currently an icon of confidence with her impressive height of 6 feet 9 inches. However, her past was not always smooth, as she was a victim of intense school bullying throughout her childhood. Standing at 6 feet 3 inches by the age of only 12, Ali was frequently teased by peers with cruel nicknames like Godzilla. Those early years of insecurity tested the young girl's perseverance, yet it was this very difference in stature that marked the beginning of an extraordinary journey. Instead of letting ridicule break her spirit, Ali learned to accept and embrace her goddess-like physique. With a shoe size of 14, every step she takes asserts a powerful and unmistakable presence amidst any crowd. She realized that her towering height was not a flaw to be hidden, but a unique gift from nature bestowed specifically upon her. This shift in mindset helped Ali overcome her past pain, transforming insults into the motivation needed to walk confidently and capture everyone's attention wherever she goes. Ali Stowes' career as a model and artist serves as the ultimate response to those who once looked down on her. Her magnificent beauty and unique aura led her to brilliant success in the fashion world, where uniqueness is always rightfully celebrated. Beyond modeling, she has also showcased her innate talent in the arts, creating fresh and captivating aesthetic values. This success has brought her more than just fame. It is proof of leveraging one's physical advantages to build a solid and proud professional career. Ali's journey from a bullied girl to a successful woman is an endless source of inspiration regarding resilience and courage. She has proven that the final winning smile always belongs to those who dare to live authentically and rise above adversity. Ali's story conveys a profound message about overcoming social prejudices to shine in the most unique way possible. She hopes her experience will empower young people, helping them realize that being different is the key to unlocking doors of success that no standard convention can ever dictate. Katie Knowles, a resilient 25-year-old from Newcastle, is embarking on a historic journey to become the UK's first plus-size disabled model. Behind the glamorous poses lies an iron will fighting against adversity. At just 15, she faced a diagnosis of degenerative disc disease and spinal stenosis conditions typically found in the elderly. Despite the risks of paralysis, Katie never abandoned her passion for art, turning hardships into a powerful drive to assert her self-worth. An intense zest for life urged Katie to overcome surgery and grueling rehabilitation to return to horseback riding and ballet. However, fate tested her perseverance when the agonizing pain worsened after just a few short years. A second major surgery became mandatory to sustain hope, but it was in those darkest moments that she found the strength not to give up. Her story offers a profound educational lesson in courage. reminding us all that the journey of self-transcendence is never a smooth or easy path. Today, Katie Knowles is more than just a model. She is a symbol of diversity within the modern fashion industry. By openly sharing her health condition, she has shattered stereotypes of perfect beauty and created a space where all imperfections are respected. Her efforts inspire a powerful resilience in the community, especially among young people. Katie proves that an imperfect body can still create miracles, and that confidence is the most magnificent garment that allows a person to shine brightest on the grand stage of their life. Shauna Rae is a vivid testament to the strength of overcoming fate after surviving pituitary cancer at just 6 months old. While chemotherapy saved her life, it left a permanent consequence: a damaged endocrine system that caused her physical growth to stop completely. As an adult, she retains the appearance of an 8-year-old child with a very short stature. This was a harsh challenge that made her life completely different and much more difficult than that of her peers, requiring mental fortitude. Possessing the appearance of a young girl while her mind and intellect are fully mature has created countless barriers for Shauna in daily life. From shopping and driving to dating, she constantly faces skeptical looks and intrusive questions from strangers. Society often judges her based on outward appearance, rather than recognizing her true abilities and personality. Instead of feeling insecure, Shauna has chosen to face these obstacles head-on to assert her right to live and be treated as an adult. Shauna Rae decided to share her story with the world through reality television, turning her personal struggles into a source of inspiration for the community. She not only fights for herself, but has also become a representative voice for those with physical disabilities. Her bravery in making her private life public has helped dissolve narrow prejudices about human standards. She proves that height is never the most accurate measure of an individual's maturity or the capacity to lead a fulfilling life. Shauna's journey is a profound lesson in resilience and self-acceptance. She sends a message that each of us has our own battles, and the key to overcoming them is having confidence in our intrinsic value. While adversity can alter physical appearance, it can never defeat a steadfast will and an intense desire to live. Cherish your own differences, as they are the elements that create a unique identity and the strength for you to continue writing the most brilliant chapters of your own life story. Among the breathtaking journeys of rebirth we just witnessed, who truly changed your perspective on human limits? Share your thoughts in the comments below, because your voice is how we spread these humanitarian values to the world. If you found this video meaningful, don't hesitate to give us a like and hit subscribe so you never miss a future miracle. Your support is our greatest motivation to keep decoding the extraordinary secrets of humanity. Goodbye, and have a day filled with Some people are born facing challenges that most of us can hardly imagine. Unusual bodies, extremely rare conditions, curious stares, and even judgment from society. But what truly makes them extraordinary is not what they have endured, but how they chose to rise, fight back, and turn adversity into incredible strength. In today's video, you'll meet 20 remarkable individuals whose stories may completely change the way you see resilience, courage, and the true value of the human spirit. Did any of them ever want to give up? Absolutely. But the extraordinary part is that they refuse to let fate write their story for them. So if you were in their position, would you be strong enough to keep going? Leave your thoughts in the comments, hit like if you love real, inspiring stories, And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more extraordinary journeys that have amazed the world. For most people, enjoying delicious meals every day is something taken for granted. But for teenager Alex Visker, it has become a distant dream. He suffers from an extremely rare medical condition that causes his body to react severely to all solid foods. Even a single small bite can leave Alex enduring intense headaches, aching bones and joints, stomach cramps, memory problems, and most dangerously, anaphylactic shock that poses a direct threat to his health. Beyond the challenges with eating, his everyday life is also filled with countless difficulties, as his immune system constantly reacts to ordinary environmental triggers. Things that may seem harmless, such as perfume, paint fumes, car filters, the scent of freshly cut grass, latex, or vehicle exhaust, can all trigger extremely severe allergic symptoms. To stay alive and protect his body from immediate risks, Alex was forced to make an incredibly difficult decision in 2013, to completely stop eating solid food. Since then, the teenager has only been able to receive his essential daily nutrition through a specialized feeding tube. Although he has had to give up one of life's most basic experiences and continues to face persistent medical challenges, Alex's spirit remains remarkably strong. He has learned to understand and adapt to his unique body, never allowing his allergies to limit his will to live. Alex Visker's enduring journey offers a compassionate look at the power of survival, reminding the community to cherish the simplest things in life and to admire the extraordinary strength human beings can show in the face of adversity. Bearing the appearance of an 8-year-old child, but possessing the mindset and maturity of an adult woman, Shauna Ray is working every day to establish her independence in a world full of prejudice. Born in 1999, her journey to survival began very early. At just 6 months old, she underwent medical treatment to overcome a life-threatening brain-related illness. Although the treatment successfully saved her life, the aftermath severely affected her pituitary gland, causing her physical development to be significantly stunted. With a height of less than 1.2 meters, Shauna Ray entered her 20s under circumstances very different from most of her peers. Although she is an adult woman, she is often mistaken for a young child in even the most ordinary daily situations. Simple activities such as applying for a driver's license, entering a tattoo studio, going on dates, shopping, hanging out with friends, or using services intended for adults can all become awkward and challenging experiences. Many people look at her with doubt, questioning her true age, and unintentionally make her feel as if her right to live according to her actual age is being denied. Behind that small frame is a woman with independent thoughts, emotions, dreams, the need to be loved, and a strong desire to be recognized by society as a fully grown adult. The repeated misunderstandings in her daily life have turned Shauna's journey into more than just a story about appearance. It has become a persistent struggle for respect, self-determination, and the right to live an ordinary life in her own way. Rather than staying silent in the face of these prejudices, Shauna Ray courageously shared her story with the public through a well-known reality television show. In front of millions of viewers, she displayed intelligence, humor, honesty, and confidence, gradually breaking down the misconception that a person's physical appearance can define their maturity or worth. She did not only share her personal struggles, but also help the public gain a deeper understanding of individuals with unique physical developmental conditions and the invisible barriers they face every day. Her story reminds us that empathy, respect, and fair perception can allow every individual to live according to their true value, no matter how different they may appear. Defying even the most pessimistic medical predictions, this young Haitian-American woman born in Miami has shown the world that miracles can truly exist. From the moment she was born, Wildine was diagnosed with Sedan dysplasia, an extremely rare form of congenital dwarfism that severely affects the formation and development of the entire skeletal system. At that time, medical experts feared she might not survive her first 24 hours of life. Yet, through what can only be described as a miraculous combination of survival and an extraordinary will to live deep within her, she not only overcame that fragile threshold, but gradually grew up to write a life story filled with inspiration. Standing at a very modest height of just 72 centimeters and relying on a specialized electric wheelchair for her daily mobility, Wildine has never allowed these significant physical limitations to become barriers preventing her from pursuing her biggest dreams. Through persistent optimism and relentless effort in strengthening her core values, she was officially recognized by the Guinness World Records as the world's shortest non-ambulatory woman. This was not a reminder of limitation, but a prestigious title that she embraced with pride and dignity rather than any sense of inferiority. Beyond setting a global record, Wildine has actively used her influence on social media to create meaningful and positive change, spreading awareness and inspiration throughout the community. She has always actively pursued higher education while bravely stepping into the highly competitive fashion industry to firmly prove that charm, captivating presence, and true beauty are never limited by physical appearance or diminished by a wheelchair. Through popular social media platforms, Wildine frequently shares her energetic lifestyle, stylish and carefully coordinated outfits, and her journey of unconditional self-love. Her unwavering confidence has quickly become a powerful source of motivation for individuals in similar circumstances, encouraging them to step out of their comfort zones, confront outdated prejudices, and take pride in their unique differences. Her remarkable transformation, from a baby once doubted for survival into a thriving social activist and radiant fashion figure, stands as a powerful testament that inner strength can push human beings beyond every limit and create a truly priceless life. Sometimes the line between a peaceful life and a life-changing turning point is incredibly fragile. Yet it is often in the most challenging circumstances that the true strength of the human spirit shines the brightest. And that is the extraordinary story of Lucinda Mullins. A devoted nurse and a loving mother from the state of Kentucky, Lucinda's everyday life was suddenly and completely turned upside down by what initially seemed like a very common health issue: kidney stones. During her treatment, a rare and severe blood infection suddenly developed as a complication, forcing doctors to make an extremely difficult decision to amputate both her legs and both her arms in order to save her life. Facing the loss of all 4 limbs was undoubtedly a devastating emotional shock that could have broken anyone. But Lucinda chose to respond with gratitude, focusing on the fact that she was still alive and able to see her loved ones. Rather than falling into despair or resentment toward fate, this resilient woman quickly began her rehabilitation process with an astonishingly positive mindset. With the unwavering support and tireless care of her devoted husband, along with the immense assistance of the surrounding community, Lucinda gradually learned to adapt to a completely new body. She committed herself to daily rehabilitation, practicing and adjusting to specialized assistive devices, slowly regaining a sense of independence in her personal daily activities. Her image, smiling brightly in her hospital bed even after undergoing life-saving surgeries, quickly became a powerful symbol of courage, spreading across media platforms worldwide. Lucinda Mullen's miraculous journey of recovery carries a deeply human message about the importance of family during life's darkest moments. It also reminds us all that no matter how harsh the adversity we face may be, as long as we hold on to faith and a love for life, human beings are capable of overcoming every limitation and continuing to write new, meaningful chapters of their story. If you were in Lucinda's situation, would you have enough faith to keep fighting until the very end? Leave your thoughts in the comments, hit like if this story inspired you, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more extraordinary journeys ahead. As night falls over New York's glittering skyscrapers, a silent heroine begins her mission to bring warmth to those shivering on the city's streets. Leaving behind the dazzling lights of the bustling metropolis, 31-year-old Nicole Abramovici transforms into Prowler, a real-life heroine dedicated to protecting and helping the homeless. By day, she is a dedicated home organization specialist, bringing order and peace to countless families. But when night falls, she quietly patrols the dark streets of Manhattan, personally delivering essential supplies and emotional comfort to those struggling to survive. Unafraid of danger or personal risk, Prowler continues her mission into the latest hours of the night, and it is this striking contrast between her safe daytime life and her courageous steps through the darkness that reveals her extraordinary compassion and remarkable bravery. Ella and Anna Krzyzanowski are 16-year-old twins with Treacher-Collins syndrome, which affects the development of facial bones and tissues. Despite being offered plastic surgery multiple times, they courageously refused in order to cherish their natural beauty. Today, they have launched a public Instagram account to spread their confident smiles and a message of self-love to the community. This is a profound educational story about resilience, encouraging everyone, especially youth, to embrace their differences and take pride in their inherent appearance. Turning the tears of her past into bursts of laughter on the stand-up stage, Lila Hart is steadily chasing her dream of becoming one of the world's most recognized comedians. Standing at just 1.37 meters tall, roughly the height of a parking meter in Los Angeles, the 27-year-old has faced a life filled with serious medical challenges and intense emotional pressure. Born with spina bifida and congenital scoliosis, Lila endured a total of 7 major surgeries before the age of 14 in order to help stabilize her body. These visible physical differences once made her the target of harsh judgment, hurtful stereotypes, and cruel comments about her appearance from those around her. There were times when those painful words left her in tears, overwhelmed by deep emotional hurt. Yet, in a remarkable turn, the very storms that once wounded her became the powerful force that forged Lila's resilience, unwavering confidence, and inner strength into who she is today. Instead of hiding or allowing negative words to define the value of her life, the young performer chose to confront them with courage, cleverly transforming the very phrases that once hurt her into unique material for her comedy routines. On stage, Lila confidently commands the room, using her charm and optimistic perspective to turn personal struggles into meaningful laughter, helping audiences see people with unique circumstances in a new light. She believes that the harsh challenges of her childhood are exactly what shaped the proud, fearless woman she has become today. Lila Hart's vibrant presence not only highlights her natural talent in stand-up comedy, but also delivers a powerful message about self-worth, inspiring others to rise above adversity, take control of their own story, and shine in their own extraordinary way. Does Lila Hart's story make you believe that adversity can create extraordinary strength? Leave a comment to share your thoughts. Hit like if you feel inspired, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to discover more powerful and inspiring journeys. Keisha Smith, known as Kishlino, stands only 3 feet 5.5 inches tall, but possesses a monumental spirit. Despite facing brittle bones and bronchitis since childhood, she never viewed them as obstacles, thanks to the wonderful upbringing by her mother, Patricia Smith. Her mother always taught her that hard work makes any dream possible, helping her confidently participate in cheerleading and beauty pageants. That effort led her to graduate from Livingstone College, where she pursued her passion for cheering while persevering through her challenging educational journey. Kishlino's career truly entered a breakout phase when she became a standout sensation across social media platforms, gaining widespread attention through her energetic dance videos, bold personality, and distinctive style on Instagram and Dubsmash. Her content quickly captivated millions of viewers thanks to her confidence, magnetic presence, and natural ability to spread positive energy. A major turning point came with her duet video alongside Nick Koser, which dramatically expanded her visibility, sparked a surge in followers, and opened the door to numerous opportunities in the digital entertainment industry. Her success did not stop with social media fame. She continued to expand her career by stepping into music, expressing her artistic identity through tracks such as Own Lane and On Site, both reflecting her unique style and empowering message. At the same time, she launched her radio show, Keeping It Short with Kishlino, where she shares everyday stories, personal perspectives, and motivational insights with her audience. Beyond entertainment, Kishlino also demonstrated strong entrepreneurial ambition by founding her own fashion brand, Keisha Collection, showcasing her creativity and impressive ability to build a powerful personal brand. In 2019, she made a strong impression on television by joining Little Women LA Season 8, proving her widespread influence. Currently, as a coach at Fusion Force Charlotte Dance Studio, she continues to ignite passion in the younger generation. Despite frequently meeting top stars, Kishlino's primary goal remains spreading smiles and the will to live. She wants to remind the world that being different is the very foundation for one's personal light to shine brightest, and that perseverance will help anyone overcome any adversity to achieve great success in life. Would you dare to turn your differences into your greatest strength? Share your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe to the channel for more extraordinary, inspiring stories. The summer of 1996 in Atlanta witnessed one of the most powerful symbols of mental strength in Olympic history. Becoming the center of the world's attention in just a matter of seconds, this American gymnast proved that the human spirit can triumph over even the greatest physical limitations. From a very young age, Carrie devoted her entire childhood to intense training in the gym, following an incredibly demanding regimen under the guidance of some of the sport's top coaches. That relentless dedication earned her a place on the U.S. national team. But destiny truly called her name during the decisive vault event that year. After a failed first vault left her with a severe ankle ligament injury, it seemed the team's hopes of winning gold had come to an end. Facing excruciating pain and the possibility of serious damage to her career, Carrie made the courageous decision to sprint down the runway one more time. Summoning extraordinary strength, she delivered a remarkable landing on one foot before collapsing in agony. That courageous performance officially secured a historic gold medal for Team USA, while the unforgettable image of her coach carrying her to the medal podium became an enduring symbol of the Olympic spirit at its finest. Even after the dazzling spotlight faded and her professional gymnastics career was cut short by injury, Carrie Strug never lost her sense of purpose. She redirected her determination toward education, graduating from prestigious universities and choosing a quieter life dedicated to meaningful service. Beyond the gym, she pursued teaching, worked in public service to support young people, and devoted much of her time to building a peaceful family life. Carrie's journey, from a fearless champion on the world stage to a successful and grounded woman in everyday life, is a powerful reminder that true courage is not only about giving everything in a single defining moment, but about continuing to live with purpose in every chapter life offers. Kristen Victoria, a 36-year-old woman from Canada, is a powerful living example of extraordinary resilience in the face of osteogenesis imperfecta, commonly known as brittle bone disease. Standing at just 1.01 meters tall and living with multiple metal rods in her body due to scoliosis, she has endured hundreds of painful bone fractures caused by even the slightest physical impact. Rather than surrendering to such a harsh reality, this courageous woman chose to confront adversity head-on, transforming her physical challenges into motivation to live a meaningful life and continue rising stronger every single day. Accompanying Kristen on her journey to push beyond personal limits is Mark, her soulmate and strongest spiritual anchor. Despite malicious whispers or misunderstandings that Mark is merely a caregiver or a relative, the couple travels the world hand in hand, exploring wonderful new lands together. Mark's presence not only helps Kristen maintain an active lifestyle, but also serves as proof of true love, where understanding and sharing overcome all barriers of physical appearance or the harsh congenital imperfections of the human body. Kristen. Victoria's story carries a profound educational value regarding courage and inner strength in the face of life's harshest trials. She has proven that our only limits are the ones we place on ourselves, and no matter how fragile the body may be, the will can remain invincible. Kristen is not just living for herself, but has become an endless source of inspiration for the community, encouraging everyone to cherish every moment and dare to pursue their passions. Her journey reminds us that true happiness always blooms from optimism and an unwavering determination to never give up. Nisha Lobo, a resilient 21-year-old woman currently living in Bengaluru, India, has been living with lamellar ichthyosis since birth. This rare condition affects the skin's natural renewal process, leaving her skin constantly dry, rough, and prone to peeling. Life seemed to deal Nisha a heartbreaking start, as she was abandoned at an orphanage because of her different appearance. However, a life-changing turning point arrived when Aloma and David Lobo visited the care center, opening the door to a new chapter of hope and love. Ignoring every barrier of appearance-based prejudice and any fears surrounding her special medical needs, they chose to adopt the little girl with genuine love and unwavering care. Surrounded by the warmth of her new family, Nisha was raised with compassion and a deep belief that she deserved a full and happy life just like anyone else. Although her journey to adulthood has often been met with curious stares, judgment, and whispered comments from others, Nisha has never allowed those moments to dim her radiant smile or her remarkably optimistic spirit. Instead of retreating into insecurity or blaming fate, the young woman bravely stepped out into the world, learning to embrace what makes her unique and sharing her positive energy with those around her. With a strong educational foundation and the unwavering support of her family, Nisha not only successfully pursued her academic journey, but also confidently explored creative fields, proving her remarkable abilities and determination. Beyond her personal achievements, she has become a powerful source of inspiration, actively taking part in efforts to raise awareness about appearance diversity and equal acceptance. Nisha Lobo continues to encourage society to move beyond narrow standards of judgment and recognize the true value that lies within each person, powerfully demonstrating the extraordinary strength of compassion, resilience, and the human spirit. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel to help spread more powerful, inspiring stories. Realizing his difference at just 8 years old, Eric Pixley's journey to adulthood became a long and painful struggle marked by confusion and deep emotional wounds. The 30-year-old man from Ohio was born with a distinctive port wine birthmark covering most of the right side of his face, scalp, and extending into his left eye. For many years, his unique appearance made him a target of bullying, pushing him into depression and leaving him questioning why fate had made him different from everyone else. After enduring a childhood filled with emotional struggles and inner turmoil, Eric Pixley showed remarkable strength in overcoming the darkness and rediscovering himself. Instead of allowing outside judgment to define his worth, he learned to fully love himself and embrace his differences with confidence. Eric's journey of self-acceptance carries a powerful message about self-worth, encouraging others to courageously celebrate what makes them unique and move toward a happier, more fulfilling life. The pinnacle of professional sports glory always comes with unimaginable risks, and the story of former Chinese gymnast Sang Lan is a profound testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of devastating adversity. Once a rising young star on China's national team, she carried the hopes and expectations of many who believed she would shine brightly on the international stage. But a catastrophic spinal injury during a warm-up session at the 1998 Goodwill Games in New York permanently changed the course of her life, leaving the young athlete paralyzed from the chest down and bound to a wheelchair for the rest of her life. Faced with a devastating new reality and the abrupt end of her athletic career, Sang Lan refused to let herself be consumed by despair or bitterness. With a radiant smile that rarely left her face and an astonishing inner strength, she inspired admiration around the world with her extraordinary optimism. Leaving the gymnastics arena behind, she courageously began a new chapter, successfully earning a degree in journalism from the prestigious Peking University, and later stepping into the world of television as a presenter. Her journey did not stop there. Sang Lan became actively involved in social causes, served as an inspiring ambassador during the 2008 Beijing Olympics, and consistently used her voice to advocate for the rights of people with disabilities. Today, alongside her continued contributions to the community, she enjoys a peaceful and fulfilling family life, powerfully proving that a free spirit and an unbreakable heart can never be confined by physical limitations. Anand Arnold, hailing from Ludhiana, India, began his bodybuilding passion at age 13 with a desire to conquer physical heights. However, a cruel turning point occurred at 15 when he was diagnosed with lower spinal cord cancer, leading to complete paralysis of his legs. Instead of letting this devastating illness extinguish all hope, the young teenager chose to face fate with a courageous spirit. This marked the beginning of an extraordinary journey, where an iron will began to replace physical impairments to write a proud new chapter. Despite being confined to a wheelchair, Anand never viewed it as a barrier to his professional progress. With the support of family and friends, he trained relentlessly to earn over 40 prestigious bodybuilding titles, becoming one of India's most renowned athletes. His success extended beyond trophies as he became the model for a line of muscular mini action figures. This persistence offers a profound educational lesson on using adversity as a springboard to shine in the most unique way possible. During that arduous journey, Anand also faced emotional wounds when his former girlfriend left him during his most difficult time. However, this emotional pain only strengthened the 28-year-old's resolve, helping him realize that true strength lies in self-mastery and self-esteem. He proved that social prejudices or betrayal cannot define a person's worth. His story is a testament to optimism, encouraging everyone to overcome psychological barriers to find happiness and the recognition they rightfully deserve through their own efforts. Currently, Anand Arnold nurtures the dream of turning his turbulent life into an inspiring motion picture. He hopes that through the big screen, his unyielding spirit will empower millions of people facing adversity worldwide. His mission is to spread a message of powerful life resilience, affirming that the only limits are those we set for ourselves in our minds. The story of this man of steel promises to be a deeply humane artistic work, fueling the fire for those who dare to dream and dare to achieve. Medical history recorded an astonishing surgery when Shreya Siddhanagowda received a double hand transplant from a male donor. Initially, the large and dark hands created a surreal contrast with her slender figure, challenging all anatomical norms. This bold venture into the boundaries of modern biomedicine sparked deep curiosity about the miraculous intersection of two completely distinct identities. The real miracle occurred when the body of Shreya gradually adapted, transforming the bulky hands to become more slender and lighter in color to perfectly match her skin. This spectacular biological regeneration left medical experts completely amazed. Beyond a great medical achievement, this event is also a brilliant symbol of the will to live. Shreya has strongly inspired others, proving that all physical barriers can be completely erased. After witnessing these 20 extraordinary journeys, one question remains: which story touched your heart the most? These remarkable individuals prove that true strength is not defined by physical appearance or life's limitations, but by the courage to keep moving forward when the odds seem impossible. If one of these inspiring stories changed the way you see life, leave your thoughts in the comments, hit like to support more meaningful content, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more incredible real-life stories that will inspire, surprise, and stay with you long after the video ends. Across the world, There are people whose appearances are so extraordinary that you have to pause and ask yourself, is this real or just a legend? From rare congenital conditions to astonishing physical transformations, these individuals have lived, struggled, and shined despite every prejudice and curious gaze. They are not products of Photoshop or movies. They are real people with real stories that leave you both amazed and deeply moved. Today, we'll explore the stories of those with unusual appearances that are hard to believe are real. If you want to witness these extraordinary journeys, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of the amazing stories coming up. For years, Larissa Dutluck grew accustomed to walking into a room and feeling people notice her appearance before ever hearing her voice. Living with a rare health condition that significantly affected both her appearance and sensory abilities, she faced not only physical challenges, but also a heavy emotional burden. Over time, her world grew smaller, shaped by self-consciousness and silence, as connecting with the outside world became increasingly difficult. Then an opportunity appeared, one that offered something Larissa had hardly dared to hope for. The treatment journey was far from simple, requiring complex medical procedures, patience, and the courage to move through uncertain stages. But that decision to embrace change became the biggest turning point of her life. Each small milestone in recovery represented more than medical progress. It gradually restored the sense of control over life she had lost for so many years. Today, Larissa's story is no longer about the limitations that once held her back, but about a woman who reclaimed confidence and reconnected with the world as a stronger version of herself. From someone who once withdrew from society, she stepped into a new chapter with openness and hope. Her journey reminds us that the greatest transformation is not always physical. It can begin the moment a person believes they deserve a better life. Natalie, from Meridianville, Alabama, underwent an extraordinary recovery journey after a campfire explosion at age 16 left her with severe skin injuries. Once a young woman burdened by anxiety about going out in public, Natalie courageously shared her story and healing process on TikTok. This decision allowed her to connect with a community of people facing similar experiences, giving her the strength to stop hiding her scars. At 18, she bravely confronted her past by returning to the site of the fire, demonstrating remarkable resilience and refusing to let adversity stand in the way of her future. From the moment he was born, Blake Leeper faced a harsh starting line, missing both legs due to a congenital condition. However, instead of accepting a life limited by a wheelchair, the young American stood on prosthetic legs as soon as he could take his first steps. This resilience was not just a physical effort, but a bold declaration against fate, proving that physical challenges can never suppress the desire for freedom. Blake turned his pain into motivation, transforming those difficult first steps into a solid foundation for a future sports legend. Breaking every stereotype about the limits of disability. Blake Leeper has not only dominated the Paralympic arenas, but also boldly challenged able-bodied athletes in the world's most prestigious competitions. With his carbon fiber legs, he has set unprecedented world records, proving that true strength lies in willpower and mental resilience. Every stride he takes on the track is a masterpiece, blending technology and determination, sending a powerful message about overcoming barriers to reach the pinnacle of glory. Crossing the final meters of the race, Blake Leeper not only claimed the medals, but also captured the hearts of millions of fans worldwide. He has become a beacon of inspiration for those facing challenges, teaching us that lacking legs does not mean having limits. With his radiant smile and sportsmanship, Blake's influence extends far beyond the track, promoting fairness and inclusion in society. His story is a timeless reminder that when we dare to dream and keep fighting, every physical challenge can become a springboard for the spirit to soar higher and farther than ever before. All 4 limbs were completely lost, leaving behind a severely injured body and excruciating pain that was the brutal price Sashaya had to bear after a devastating fire. The merciless flames of that day left deep scars across 90% of the skin on this 33-year-old woman's body. The harsh reality seemed to close every door to the future, pushing her into a dark abyss of despair that few could even imagine. Yet, beneath the body marked by countless scars and incompleteness lies a fierce, silent life force, refusing to surrender to fate. Sashaya stepped up to the mirror, choosing to take a decisive, life-changing action to face her reflection and fully accept her new body. Rather than letting the pain of losing her limbs imprison her in the shadows of self-doubt and avoidance, the 33-year-old woman confronted her scars head-on. That courageous moment before the mirror left no room for weak tears. It was an eruption of unwavering strength, transforming the imperfection of her body into a new chapter of life, confidently reclaiming agency and presence in the world. The countless scars on her skin can never dim the radiance of a free and courageous soul. Sashaya's proud act of standing before the mirror serves as a profound lesson, a powerful testament to the world that neither the size nor the completeness of the body can ever limit the magnitude of human will. When you stop blaming misfortune and bravely embrace your wounds in your truest form, you discover an infinite inner strength. Her story of resilience is a powerful inspiration, reminding each of us to courageously take charge of our destiny and shape a life that shines brilliantly on our own terms. Lalit Ram, a man from India, faced a harsh reality as aggressive neurofibromatosis tumors caused his face to appear as if it were melting, resulting in severe deformities. For many years, he lived under society's scrutinizing gaze, carrying a burden not only physically but also emotionally, experiencing isolation due to his unique appearance. However, a miracle came when a dedicated medical team stepped in to provide a completely free surgery. After a complex procedure, the tumors on his face were successfully removed. Lalit's journey stands as a powerful testament to resilience and the strength of human compassion, allowing him to shed the physical burden he had carried for years and regain his health, confidence, and a brighter, renewed life. Do you believe in the power of resilience and kindness? Hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to join Lalit on this extraordinary journey. And share your thoughts with us. Stacey Harold stands just over 70 centimeters tall due to a rare condition called brittle bone disease, which makes her body as fragile as glass and prevents her legs from supporting weight. When Stacey got married and expressed her desire to become a mother, doctors strongly advised against it, fearing that pregnancy could endanger her life. Yet for Stacey, the love for her children and the calling of motherhood outweighed all fear. She faced life-threatening risks not just once, but 3 times, bringing her little angels into the world with extraordinary courage and determination. Stacey's family life is a journey filled with extraordinary effort. Despite relying on a wheelchair and her small stature, she personally cares for her children, changing diapers and bathing them with specially designed tools. Her home is always filled with laughter, where this tiny mother serves as the strongest emotional pillar. Stacy never complains about pain or inconvenience. Instead, she focuses on teaching her children to love and cherish life, proving that a mother's true measure is not in height, but in the size of her heart. Although Stacy has passed away, the story of the world's smallest mother remains an epic tale of sacrifice and unwavering faith in love. She defied biological limits to leave behind the priceless legacy of 3 children and profound lessons in resilience. Stacy proved that when love is strong enough, it can triumph over fate. Cynthia was born with Treacher-Collins syndrome, a challenging condition that left her facial structure incomplete. Instead of hiding in the shadows of painful surgeries, she chose to step into the light with a radiant smile. For Cynthia, every scar and difference on her face is not a flaw, but a chapter in a story of courage. She learned to love herself before asking the world to do the same, transforming her pain into the foundation for a brilliant life. Not stopping at healing herself, Cynthia and her husband founded Assuaged, a platform dedicated to improving mental and physical well-being for the community. She is not only a model gracing prestigious runways, but also a mentor inspiring children facing similar challenges. Through the hashtag Brave Faces project, she teaches them to hold their heads high and carry confidence as their most precious accessory. Cynthia believes that true beauty is not measured by facial symmetry, but by the strength of the soul. Cynthia's story is proof that we have the right to redefine what perfection means. She refused to let medical diagnoses limit her potential. Instead, she used them as a springboard to pursue higher education and a brilliant career. Every step she takes on the runway and every post she shares on social media sends a powerful message. You are different because you are unique. Cynthia Murphy represents not only the craniofacial community, but also hope and pure kindness. Karmit Bachar, a standout member of the Pussycat Dolls, has an extraordinary story of resilience. Born with a cleft lip and palate, she underwent numerous surgeries and speech therapy from a young age. Her childhood was marked by insecurity and feeling different in an environment that valued appearance above all. Yet Karmit never gave up on her passion for the arts. She diligently honed her dancing, singing, and performance style, gradually making her mark on the international stage. Today, she shines with confidence and a powerful, captivating energy. She founded Smile With Me and partnered with Operation Smile to support surgeries for children with craniofacial conditions around the world. Her own experiences of childhood teasing gave her a deep understanding of the emotional pain these children face. As a result, she created programs that provide psychological support to help kids build confidence. For Karmit, a smile is not just about appearance. It is a symbol of hope and compassion. Karmit Bachar is a testament to the power of will and perseverance. She refused to let a challenging past define her future, instead turning it into motivation to rise above. On stage, Karmit does more than perform. She sends a message that every child deserves the chance to pursue their dreams. Her resilience, compassion, and unwavering spirit have made her a powerful source of inspiration, proving that true beauty comes from the heart and the courage to overcome life's obstacles. Darius Vernon is a renowned male model from the UK who has inspired many through his journey of living with vitiligo. For years during his youth, Darius struggled with insecurity and self-consciousness as large patches of depigmented skin spread across his body. He endured a long period of trying to hide himself, facing judgmental stares and social isolation, which placed a heavy emotional burden on the young man. However, a turning point came when Darius decided to stop hiding and began embracing his unique appearance. He entered the fashion industry with courage, transforming his distinctive skin patches into a striking personal signature. Darius's success on international runways and in prestigious magazines is not only a personal achievement, but also a powerful affirmation that true beauty lies in confidence and self-respect. Shirley Alvarez, a determined young woman from Queens, New York, began her journey facing a harsh challenge at just 9 years old. She was diagnosed with systemic sclerosis, a rare autoimmune condition that causes the soft tissues and blood vessels in the body to harden. Within just a few short months, the disease completely changed Shirley's mobility, forcing her to transition from using a walker to relying entirely on a wheelchair. Rather than succumbing to the limitations of her body, Shirley chose to face them with creativity and strength. She created an artistic persona called the Tragic Doll. This is more than just a stage name. It is Shirley's way of transforming the pain and complex emotions of living with her condition into a powerful, expressive work of art. Through this persona, she conveys the striking contrast between a fragile appearance and an indomitable inner strength. The most profound lesson from Shirley Alvarez is her ability to adapt and the power of a positive mindset. She teaches us that, while we cannot control health challenges, we have the full right to define our own lives. Shirley has transformed her wheelchair from a symbol of limitation into an integral part of her confident personal style. Shirley's story also serves as a reminder of the importance of empathy and understanding within society. She encourages people to view individuals with disabilities not through pity, but with respect and appreciation for their strength, resilience, and determination. Shirley Alvarez demonstrates that when we have the courage to acknowledge our challenges, we can discover the ability to grow, adapt, and shine in our own unique way. Bentley was born into a cruel reality his brain developed outside of his skull due to a congenital defect. Doctors advised his parents to prepare for the worst from the moment he entered the world. Yet the little boy fought to breathe, to cry, and to survive each fragile hour of his early life. Bentley is not just a patient, he is a living testament to the power of the human survival instinct and the boundless love of a family that refused to give up, even when hope was at its faintest. A groundbreaking surgery was performed to reposition Bentley's brain back into his skull. It was a gamble with fate, but a miracle happened. Bentley survived and began to grow, learning to roll, crawl, and burst into joyful laughter. The scars on his head are not signs of fragility, but battle scars of a tiny warrior who defied destiny. His journey has transformed medical perspectives on the remarkable resilience and recovery of a child's brain. Today, every step Bentley takes is a burst of joy, proving that life always finds a way, even in the face of adversity. He is growing into an energetic little boy, a priceless gift teaching the world to cherish every breath and believe in miracles when we have the courage to face challenges. Does Bentley's story as a tiny warrior make you believe in the miracle of life? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and hit subscribe to help us spread these extraordinary stories. Lauren Potter was born with Down syndrome, a life often unfairly seen by society as filled with challenges. Yet this young woman refused to be confined by stereotypes about intellectual limitations. With a burning passion for acting, Lauren relentlessly pursued her artistic dreams, enduring hundreds of challenging auditions. When she brought the character Becky Jackson to life in the hit TV series Glee, the world was captivated by a talented, witty actress who could win hearts with nothing more than a mischievous glance. Lauren's role was more than entertainment. It was a small-screen revolution. She proved that people with disabilities can play characters with personality, depth, and even a bit of edge, rather than only portraying sympathy-worthy roles. Lauren used her fame to become a voice for the community, advocating against bullying and promoting inclusion. Whether speaking in large auditoriums or at the White House, she makes it clear, being different doesn't mean being less. We just do things our own way. Lauren Potter's life is a radiant message of confidence and perseverance. She continues to take part in film projects, modeling, and active social initiatives. Every appearance on the red carpet, her bright smile breaks down all barriers of appearance and perception. Lauren teaches us that if you dare to dream and take action, the world will make room for your passion. She is living proof that an extra chromosome cannot stop a star from shining brilliantly in the sky of the arts. Takesha Archibald is a resilient woman from the United States who has become a powerful source of inspiration by courageously sharing her journey living with vitiligo and hair loss. Her life has faced challenging moments as she confronted sudden changes in her appearance. The emergence of depigmented skin patches and the loss of her hair once caused her to feel self-conscious, insecure, and withdrawn in the face of society's curious stares. However, instead of letting adversity defeat her, Takesha sparked a revolution in mindset. She chose to remove her wigs and stop hiding her unique skin patches, embracing her true self. Her journey is a transformation of pain into empowering influence. Takesha uses her voice to redefine beauty, showing that a woman's worth is not measured by perfect hair or flawless skin, but by confidence and a radiant spirit. The lesson from Takesha Archibald is the power of self-acceptance. When you learn to love what is truly yours, the world begins to see you with respect. Her story reminds us of the importance of empathy and honoring diversity in society. Takesha is living proof that a positive mindset can transform harsh challenges into opportunities to inspire and bring hope to the community. Born in the vibrant city of Johannesburg, Zizifo Soldat faced a harsh reality early in life when Focamelia left one of her arms and a leg congenitally deformed. Instead of succumbing to the curious stares and judgment of peers throughout her upbringing, this young woman forged an unbreakable will to protect her unique identity. For Zizifo, physical differences are not an endpoint, but a springboard, proving that a person's true strength always begins with self-acceptance. Rising above all notions of perfect beauty, Zizifo Soldat has built a dazzling career as a model and captivating content creator at just 26 years old. She not only showcases fashionable outfits, but also weaves in powerful messages about self-worth, helping thousands of followers embrace and celebrate their uniqueness. Her success on social media is not rooted in conventional looks, but in her ability to radiate positivity and courageously share her distinctive beauty with the world. Zizifo is living proof that when you dare to love your own body, the world begins to change the way it sees true beauty. In both her career and her journey to find genuine love, Zizifo Soldat consistently demonstrates that strong character and inner strength define a person's true worth, not physical differences or imperfections. She approaches relationships and her career with unwavering confidence, believing that sincerity and inner strength will connect kindred spirits, unhindered by any physical difference. For her, a disability is merely a physical trait, while happiness and success are achievements she creates with her own hands. Zizifo's story is a powerful lesson in breaking boundaries, reminding us that every scar and difference can become a source of great inspiration for society. The journey of Ruth Lujan, a Mexican ballet dancer and performing artist, is a story of transforming the pain of illness into a unique artistic passion. Her life took a dramatic turn at age 19 when her teacher noticed irregularities in her movements, leading to a diagnosis of hypermobile joint syndrome. This condition left her muscles and ligaments extremely loose, forcing Ruth to permanently give up her dream of ballet. Despite the disappointment, she did not give up. To support her spine and protect her fragile body, doctors prescribed a shaping corset. What began as a medical necessity, the corset gradually became an indispensable part of Ruth's life, helping her craft an exceptionally tiny, sculpted waist. She grew to appreciate the hourglass silhouette and embarked on a professional waist training journey, achieving an astonishing 30 centimeters, 11.8 inches waist. Not stopping there, she invested over $20,000 to fulfill her dream of becoming a real-life mermaid, spending the funds on custom-made premium silicone tails and advanced diving training. Despite mixed reactions from the public about her unique appearance, she proudly embraces and loves her body. Today, Ruth Lujan is not only known for her extraordinarily tiny waist, but also as a highly skilled underwater performer. She has transformed her health challenges into a striking personal symbol, spreading a message about overcoming adversity and fully pursuing the most extraordinary dreams. Hit like and subscribe to the channel to help share this positive message of resilience and living boldly for your dreams. Brodie Halliday was an ordinary boy from Scotland, but his life changed when he faced brain cancer. His joyful childhood was replaced by painful chemotherapy, long nights in the hospital, and the gradual loss of his blue hair. Yet Brodie never let the illness steal his smile. He became a source of strength and encouragement for the other children in his ward and a beacon of hope for his family and medical team. When he completed treatment, the victory bell rang, marking a journey of resilience. Brodie's story has become a symbol of faith, spreading hope to thousands of families fighting illness. Chris Burke is not just an actor. He has completely transformed the world's perception of Down syndrome through his iconic role as Corky Thatcher in the TV series Life Goes On. Instead of letting cognitive limitations define his life, Chris used his warm smile and natural talent to show that difference is a gift. He didn't act just for entertainment. Every frame was a powerful statement about the right to be loved, educated, and to contribute equally. For decades, Chris Burke has been an endless source of inspiration, teaching us that a sincere heart and steadfast will can open doors that the world once seemed to have closed forever. On a fateful afternoon on November 11, 2001, the life of 5-year-old Victoria Salcedo changed forever. In a brief, accidental moment, when a metal rod touched a high-voltage power line, she lost both hands and one leg. Facing life-threatening injuries, Victoria not only had to fight to survive, but but also confront a future that seemed completely altered, just as her journey in life had begun. Overcoming the critical phase through a medical miracle. Victoria began her journey of learning to live with a body that was no longer whole. Instead of giving up in the face of a cruel fate, the small girl back then chose to confront adversity with an incredibly resilient spirit of steel. She persistently practiced using her only remaining leg to perform all personal daily activities from the smallest tasks. This endurance in training proves that human will possesses a powerful capacity to adapt far beyond any barriers. As she grew up, Victoria realized that the greatest human disability does not lie in the physical body, but in an insecure mindset and fear. She decided to shatter the cocoon of inferiority to confidently step out into the world, proudly honoring her medical scars as a symbol of courage. Her journey of overcoming pain to reclaim self-worth carries profound educational value, conveying a humanistic message about loving oneself and infusing a source of positive energy into those who are hurting. Refusing to let physical imperfections imprison her dreams, Victoria courageously stepped onto the artistic path and became a highly charismatic professional model. Her radiant appearance on major fashion runways provides healthy entertainment, helping to redefine society's traditional standards of beauty. She proves to the world that true beauty shines from a confident aura, erasing all outdated prejudices about the capabilities and limitations of less fortunate individuals in life. Currently, Victoria Salcedo's extraordinary story of rebirth from the ashes has become an intense source of life inspiration for millions of souls across the globe. She actively uses her voice to promote inclusion, reminding us of the value of respecting differences. Her unyielding resilience ignites a brilliant flame of hope, calling on the community to build a kind world together, where every individual is loved, cherished, and given the opportunity to freely shine in their own unique way. Anaya Todd was born with a challenging medical diagnosis. Most of her cerebrum had not developed fully, a condition that doctors feared would make long-term survival unlikely. Yet this tiny girl wrote a new chapter in medical history with her own resilient heartbeat and breath, defying every grim prediction. Anaya not only survived, but grew up surrounded by her family's boundless love, learning to experience the world through gentle touches and soft sounds. Her story is a hymn to the sanctity of life, reminding us that every moment of existence is a miracle, and that a family's love is the most powerful medicine to help a person overcome life's harshest limits. Nagalem Haile, a young girl from Ethiopia, once lived with a massive tumor on her face, a condition that brought pain and the uneasy stares of others. Thanks to the combined efforts of compassionate hearts and leading medical experts, Nagalem underwent a life-changing surgery to restore her natural, delicate features. The moment the tumor was removed was not just physical liberation, it was the shedding of years of self-consciousness, allowing her to begin a new life full of hope. Today, with a radiant smile that never fades, Nagalem stands as a symbol of miraculous recovery, a testament to the power of boundless compassion and every child's right to live a normal, happy life. Alex Zanardi was once a legend in the world of F1 racing, living fully for speed and the roar of engines. But a catastrophic crash on the track in 2001 took his legs and nearly his life. Awakening from the brink of death, staring at his empty lower body, Alex did not curse fate or the wheels that had changed everything. Instead, he smiled and said, "I still have my hands to drive and a mind to think. That's more than enough." Rather than retreating into the shadow of his glorious past, Alex embarked on an astonishing journey of rebirth. He designed specialized hand cycles and trained relentlessly to return to elite sports. His unwavering effort earned him 4 Paralympic gold medals in hand cycling. Each turn of his wheels was not just speed, but the heartbeat of a steel-strong spirit, constantly driven to conquer new human limits. Alex Zanardi has shown the world that an accident can break the body, but can never break the spirit of a true fighter. He became a symbol of optimism, always appearing with a radiant smile and the highest sportsmanship. His story is proof that even when life closes a door, we can create our own paths full of light. He is not only a champion on the racetrack, but a champion in life itself. And those are the extraordinary stories of people with unique appearances that we've just explored, stories of resilience, courage, and the ability to rise above all prejudice. They remind us that true beauty and value are measured not by looks, but by the heart and the strength of the spirit. If you found these stories inspiring, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to continue following more amazing journeys. Don't forget to leave a comment letting us know which person impressed you the most. Our world is quietly hiding individuals with physical transformations so bizarre that even modern science is left baffled. They aren't from another planet, they are living right among us. These mysterious genetic mutations are challenging the very laws of nature, forcing us to ask with a chill, what are the true limits of the human body? In this video, we'll explore the real journeys of resilient individuals, like the tree man with bark-like skin, the tallest man in the world who needs crutches to walk, or the actor who turned Marfan syndrome into a superpower to play monsters. If you're ready for fascinating perspectives without exaggeration, hit like, subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories, comment your thoughts below, and let's explore responsibly. Thomas Quasthoff is one of the greatest baritone singers in 21st century classical music, proving that true musical talent has no physical limitations. Due to the effects of thalidomide taken by his mother during pregnancy, Thomas was born in Germany with severe limb differences. He stands about 1.34 meters tall and has no arms, with hands emerging directly from his shoulders. Despite his distinctive physical condition, Thomas early on revealed a deep passion for music and possessed a rare, rich, and powerful bass baritone voice. His journey in the world of music was far from easy. When he applied to a local conservatory, he was rejected because he could not play the piano, at the time a mandatory requirement. Refusing to give up, Thomas chose to study voice privately with teachers and also pursued a law degree to secure his future. His perseverance paid off when he won the prestigious ARD International Music Competition in Munich in 1988. This achievement opened the doors to a remarkable career, leading him to perform on some of the world's most prestigious stages, including Carnegie Hall and the Vienna State Opera. With his refined technique and deeply expressive performances, Thomas won 3 Grammy Awards and earned immense respect from both colleagues and audiences. After retiring from opera singing in 2012 due to health reasons, he turned to teaching and jazz performance, continuing to inspire younger generations of artists. The most profound educational lesson from Thomas Quasthoff's life is his unwavering belief in inner value. He teaches us that instead of focusing on what we lack, we should refine and perfect what we do have. He did not want audiences to come out of curiosity about his appearance, but to be moved by his music. His story reminds us that the greatest barriers are not physical limitations, but social prejudice and self-doubt. He stands as proof that self-respect and courage can transform a difficult fate into a life of brilliance and dignity. Through the image of Thomas standing confidently on stage with only his voice, we learn that when we achieve true excellence in our field, the world will listen and forget all else but the art itself. Abiodun Adegoke, often known by the nickname Big Naija, is a Nigerian basketball player who gained global online attention due to his extraordinary height of 2.36 meters. Born into a family with difficult economic circumstances, Abiodun's exceptional physical growth once became a major challenge, as finding suitable clothing, shoes, and transportation for his size was a daily struggle. However, instead of feeling insecure about his differences, Abiodun quickly recognized the great potential given to him by nature and made a firm decision to pursue a professional sports career. His journey is marked by continuous and disciplined training. He moved to Dubai to train at professional basketball academies, where he had to learn how to control his massive frame in the most efficient and agile way possible. Although his height gives him a natural advantage, allowing him to dunk without jumping, Abiodun still spends hours every day refining his skills and improving his physical conditioning. His dedication has helped him attract attention from scouts around the world, including those from top-level leagues. He has become a living example of turning a unique physical trait into a powerful competitive advantage. The key educational lesson from Abiodun Adegoke's story is the attitude toward one's differences. He teaches us that every individual has unique characteristics that we may initially see as limitations. However, with enough courage to accept ourselves and persistent effort to improve, those differences can become the key to success. His story reminds young people that you don't need to become exactly like everyone else. Focus on developing your own strengths and turning them into your unique value. Confidence and determination can help us overcome all prejudice and reach the heights of our dreams. David Roach is an inspiring Canadian speaker, author, and performance artist. Born with a congenital vascular malformation on his face, David went through a long journey from self-doubt and insecurity to fully accepting and embracing his appearance. Instead of choosing a withdrawn life, he bravely stepped onto the stage to share his personal story through engaging and humorous performances, most notably, The Church of 80% Sincerity. David Roach's journey offers a profound educational lesson about self-worth and the redefinition of beauty. He teaches us that outward appearance does not determine a person's value or happiness. Rather than trying to change himself to fit strict societal standards, David chooses to face the world with kindness and intelligence. His story reminds us that every scar or difference is part of one's life story. The greatest lesson from David is the courage to live authentically, encouraging people to love their own imperfections in order to find true freedom within themselves. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us continue bringing you quality videos. Dylan Postel, born in 1986 in Wisconsin, USA, is a clear example of resilience and burning passion in the world of sports entertainment. From birth, Dylan was diagnosed with achondroplasia, which limited his height to just 1.35 meters. In a field where large physiques and physical strength are often seen as essential, such as professional wrestling, his small stature seemed like an insurmountable barrier. However, driven by a deep love for the sport since childhood, he never allowed his physical condition to limit his dreams. Dylan began his journey in small, local wrestling promotions, constantly training and learning how to turn his uniqueness into a distinctive feature that captivated audiences. His relentless effort paid off when he officially joined WWE in 2006 under the ring name Hornswoggle. On the world's most prestigious wrestling stage, Dylan proved that talent and charisma can shine regardless of physical appearance. He quickly became a fan favorite thanks to his agile performance skills, natural humor, and full commitment in every match. Over his decade-long career in WWE, he made a strong mark through various roles, from winning the prestigious Cruiserweight Championship to participating in iconic and entertaining storylines. After leaving WWE in 2016, Dylan Postl did not stop, but continued to expand his career in independent wrestling circuits, as well as exploring acting and publishing his autobiography. His life story powerfully conveys the message of freely pursuing one's passion and refusing to be defined by physical limitations. Dylan's journey is not only about a small-statured man achieving great success, but also a powerful source of inspiration. Clear proof that confidence, perseverance, and a positive mindset can help people overcome any prejudice and create an extraordinary legacy. Tara Jolie is an American actress, singer, television producer, and a powerful inspirational figure in the U.S. entertainment industry. Born in Texas, Tara was born with achondroplasia, which resulted in her very small stature. Rather than allowing her physical differences to hold her back, she carried a huge artistic dream and a strong determination to conquer Hollywood. In the early years of her career, Tara faced countless challenges, as the entertainment industry often typecast people of short stature into secondary or comedic roles meant for mockery or entertainment. However, with her diverse talents in singing, dancing, and acting, she persistently proved her true abilities, gradually breaking down rigid stereotypes. The biggest breakthrough in her career came when she created her own path, taking on both the role of executive producer and main star of the hit reality TV show Little Women, L.A. The show gained worldwide attention and completely changed how mainstream audiences view the everyday lives, relationships, and careers of petite women, portraying them with authenticity, dignity, and depth. Her success continued when she made history as the first person with a small stature to compete on the highly popular dance show Dancing with the Stars, where she amazed millions of viewers with her graceful performances, outstanding athletic spirit, and unstoppable positive energy. Beyond the bright spotlight of her career, Tara Jolie is also known as a wonderful wife and mother, living a truly happy and fulfilling family life. She frequently uses her platform and personal voice to spread positive messages about motherhood, openly sharing her experiences in raising children and strongly advocating for equal rights for the community of people with small stature. Beyond that, Tara Jolie is also actively involved in charity work and animal welfare efforts, demonstrating a deeply compassionate and generous heart. With unwavering willpower, a burning passion for the arts, and relentless perseverance, Tara Jolie has broken through society's invisible barriers to take control of her own destiny and build a lasting legacy. Her colorful life journey stands as a powerful testament, inspiring people everywhere that no matter what form you are born into, with enough confidence, courage, and a positive mindset, you can proudly reach any height and write your own unique story of success. Brianna Warden, a resilient beauty from New York, USA, has turned major health challenges into an endless source of inspiration for the community. Diagnosed with neurofibromatosis type 1 at just 2 months old, this medical condition led to numerous tumors developing along the left side of her body, causing significant difficulties with mobility and bone structure. Throughout her journey to adulthood, Brianna underwent more than 10 complex surgeries, and even faced moments where she had to relearn how to walk and speak from the beginning. Despite everything, she demonstrated incredible strength by courageously overcoming a life-threatening illness 3 times. Rather than stepping back in the face of adversity and physical pain, Brianna chose to step into the spotlight. She went on to win the title of Miss Teen New York International 2013, and later became a national ambassador for the Children's Tumor Foundation in 2020. Through her voice and influence, Brianna continues to raise awareness about chronic illnesses, challenge social stigma, and encourage people to appreciate and love their bodies. Her remarkable journey stands as a powerful testament that willpower, courage, and optimism can help anyone appearing on Gavin's face, is the most brilliant proof that the darkness of illness must retreat before the radiant light of resilience and an intense longing for life. Prithviraj Patil, a young man from India, became the center of global amazement after being born with a rare condition known as hypertrichosis, often referred to as the werewolf syndrome, which caused his entire face to be covered in thick hair from birth. Instead of hiding from curious stares or social stigma, he chose to face life with remarkable strength and admirable optimism. Prithviraj's story is a testament to overcoming barriers and shining with confidence. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to support us. Dr. Michael Goodman is a living testament to the power of willpower and determination in overcoming adversity. Born with Treacher-Collins syndrome, a rare genetic condition that affects the development of bones and tissues in the face, Michael faced a difficult childhood. Because of his different appearance, he was exposed to stigma and unkind stares from society. However, instead of withdrawing in the face of hardship, Michael Goodman turned those challenges into motivation to pursue his dream of becoming a pediatrician, with the desire to care for and protect other children. His educational journey was a series of relentless efforts, as he overcame numerous reconstructive surgeries and psychological barriers to graduate from medical school and become a skilled physician in Indiana, USA. Becoming a voice for the Treacher-Collins syndrome community, he spread a message of compassion and the idea that human value is not defined by outward appearance. His story affirms that circumstances may shape the body, but cannot determine the future, and that when we use our own pain to help others, we find the true meaning of life. Patrick Deuel, born in 1962, was an American man widely known as one of the heaviest individuals in recorded history. But his story is primarily a long journey of struggling against personal adversity. From a young age, Deuel faced uncontrolled weight gain despite being an active child who even achieved the rank of Eagle Scout. As he grew older, his passion for food led him to become a restaurant manager. But this also caused his health to steadily decline. At his peak, his weight exceeded 480 kilograms, leaving him unable to leave his home for 7 years and completely dependent on in-home medical care. The biggest turning point in Patrick Deuel's life came in 2004, when he was transported to the hospital through a special intervention campaign. There, Patrick Deuel showed extraordinary resilience by firmly committing to changing his lifestyle. Through a strict diet combined with gastric reduction surgery, he managed to lose over 250 kilograms, an incredible effort that allowed him to walk again, drive, and regain the everyday activities he had once lost. The entire journey was documented in the television documentary Half-Ton Man, spreading a powerful message of resilience and determination to audiences. Although Patrick Deuel passed away in 2016, his story continues to be remembered as a powerful testament to the will to live and the relentless fight for one's own health. A horrific accident at the age of 18 completely transformed James Partridge's life, leaving him with deep burn scars and a shattered facial structure. Instead of retreating into the shadows of insecurity, he used his unique appearance as a weapon to challenge society's rigid beauty standards. He founded the organization Changing Faces, dedicating his entire life to fighting for the rights and confidence of those with facial disfigurements, effectively turning personal agony into a powerful global movement for awareness. James Partridge was far more than just a recovering patient. He became an icon of courage, teaching us that the face is merely a shell, while character is what truly defines human worth. By appearing frequently in the media without hiding his appearance, he forced the world to confront the reality of facial diversity and learn to respect differences. His legacy serves as a powerful reminder that everyone deserves to be treated with fairness and respect, regardless of how prominent the scars they carry may be. Alba Parejo is a prominent Spanish model and activist known for her unique beauty and powerful story of resilience. She was born with congenital melanocytic nevus, CMN, a rare skin condition that left her body covered in more than 500 moles and large, dark patches of skin. Rather than choosing to hide, Alba transformed her physical flaws into a symbol of confidence and self-worth, proving that beauty does not fit into a single fixed mold. Alba's path to self-acceptance was far from easy. As a child, she endured dozens of painful surgeries for medical reasons and was often a victim of bullying and mockery from her peers. However, a major turning point occurred in 2016 when she decided to share her story on social media and enter a local modeling competition. Her bravery not only led to a victory, but also landed her in major publications, launching her professional career in the fashion industry. Today, Alba Parejo is more than just a face in advertising campaigns. She is a leading voice in the body positivity movement. She uses her platform to support the community of people with physical differences and to fight against society's rigid beauty standards. Her message is clear: embrace your scars and the marks on your skin, as these are the very features that define your unique identity. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these changes and hit like, subscribe to the channel to follow more interesting stories. A tragic accident involving a drunk driver left Robert Chelsea with severe burns and a completely destroyed face. Remarkably, he waited 6 long years for a donor with a matching skin tone, refusing to compromise his identity or dignity. His unwavering patience was not just a medical challenge, but a testament to an indomitable spirit, proving that human dignity can never be extinguished by adversity. In 2019, Robert made medical history as the first African American to receive a full face transplant. After a grueling 16-hour surgery, he regained his face, his smile, and his ability to fully embrace life once again. Robert Chelsea's journey stands as a brilliant beacon of hope, reminding us all that with absolute perseverance and faith, one can rise from the ashes of fate to create the most incredible miracles. A silent army of hundreds of tiny lymphatic cysts transformed Gavin Silvestri's jaw into a difficult battlefield since he was very young. These cruel lymphatic malformations not only invaded deep into his bone structure, but also directly threatened his basic functions, such as speaking, chewing, and swallowing. Instead of a clear face, Gavin carried the burden of deformity, turning each day into an ultimate test of endurance for a young soul. Have you ever wondered how a child can keep smiling while facing a maze of illness that slowly chokes his life away? The journey to restore Gavin Silvestri's appearance was an extremely complex medical race, where doctors had to use the most advanced techniques to remove each cyst while avoiding damage to sensitive nerves. Gavin became a true little warrior, undergoing countless surgeries and painful treatments to reclaim every centimeter of his face. The unwavering determination of his family, along with the extraordinary efforts of the medical team, opened a promising new chapter, proving that the combination of love and modern science can create miraculous breakthroughs even in the most critical situations. The legacy of Gavin Silvestri's story is not only about physical recovery, but also a powerful lesson about unbreakable faith. His journey reminds us to appreciate the value of health and courage, and that external imperfections are only a surface layer, while true strength always comes from a determined will to rise. Although challenges still lie ahead, the smile gradually returning to Gavin's face is the most powerful proof that the darkness of illness must eventually give way to the light of resilience and an intense will to live. The painful legacy of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster was etched into the body of Tim Mason, who was born without legs and with only one arm. Born in a radiation-affected region, he serves as a living witness to the horrific consequences of history, a body bearing the weight of past mistakes from his very first breath. Yet, instead of surrendering to the shadows of fate, Tim has proven that human will can germinate and grow strong even in the most barren and wounded of lands. Adopted and raised in the UK, Tim Mason transformed his physical disabilities into a stepping stone to assert his self-worth through sports and a passionate lifestyle. He refuses to let a wheelchair or prosthetic limbs define his stature, instead using his smile and optimism to dissolve prejudices regarding his differences. Tim's life is a powerful message of boundless love and the strength of adaptation, reminding us that no matter how harsh the beginning, we always have the right to choose how we shine. Kiara Higgins faces a harsh reality as Perry-Romberg syndrome has caused one side of her face to gradually wither and shrink, looking like a painting being slowly erased. This facial asymmetry is more than just a physical deformity. It is a heavy psychological ordeal that forced her to fight for her identity amidst the stares of strangers. However, instead of succumbing to despair, Kiara bravely went public with her journey, turning her perceived flaws into a source of strength to connect with and inspire millions. Her story is a powerful reminder that true beauty does not lie in perfect symmetry, but in the resilient spirit and the radiant confidence of an indomitable soul. Ashok Shrestha faced a brutal reality as neurofibromatosis type 1, NF1, caused massive tumors to grow uncontrollably, invading his entire face and claiming the vision in one eye. The sagging tumors not only ravaged his appearance, but also imposed a terrible physical burden, turning every daily activity into an ultimate ordeal. Behind that devastated exterior lies an extraordinary resilience, a steadfast soul fighting daily to reclaim light and dignity amidst the judgmental stares of society. Fortune smiled upon Ashok when he received support from the community and talented doctors to undergo surgery to remove the heavy tumors. The reconstructive process aimed not only to restore his appearance, but also to help him regain his vision and long-lost confidence. Ashok Shrestha's story is a testament to how modern medicine and human compassion can completely transform a destiny, reminding us that even when adversity obscures our vision, the human will remains a lighthouse, guiding us through the darkness. Jaspreet Singh Kalra has amazed the medical community and audiences worldwide with his extraordinary flexibility, far beyond the standards of an ordinary performer. Known as the Boneless Boy, he possesses a body so flexible that he can rotate his head 180 degrees or twist his limbs into positions that seem possible only through cinematic special effects. This incredible flexibility is not only a rare biological phenomenon, but also the result of relentless training, transforming the human skeleton into something soft and fluid like water. Jaspreet's journey is a powerful source of inspiration for discovering and mastering the hidden potential within each individual. Instead of viewing his physical differences as a limitation, he turned them into a high-level performance art to assert his unique identity on the global talent map. His story reminds us that with perseverance and a positive mindset, people can break through preconceived limits of the human body to achieve extraordinary things. Always cherish your uniqueness, because those distinctive traits are the key to unlocking success and influence. Is the true limit of human potential physical or in the mind? Share your thoughts in the comments, hit like if you believe in limitless potential, and subscribe to continue this journey of discovery. Stan Larkin faced a medical ordeal that seemed like something out of science fiction. He was diagnosed with arrhythmogenic right ventricular dysplasia, ARVD, a highly dangerous condition that causes severe heart rhythm disorders. To keep him alive while waiting for a donor, doctors made a bold decision to completely remove his natural heart. Instead of being confined to a hospital bed, Stan miraculously survived for 555 days without a heart in his chest. All of his vital functions were sustained by a fully synchronized artificial heart device weighing over 6 kilograms, which he carried with him in a regular backpack. Stan's miracle is more than just a breakthrough in biomedical engineering. It is a radiant symbol of an indomitable will to live. Despite carrying his life support on his shoulders, he refused to let go of his passions, even shocking the world by playing pickup basketball with his friends. Stan's story is a powerful testament that when possessed by an iron spirit and a fierce desire to survive, even the harshest biological limitations must give way. He wasn't just waiting for a new heart, he was mastering his life, even when his pulse was powered by a machine. Paul Alexander is an eternal symbol of human will against grim adversity, living inside a massive iron lung for over 6 decades. After the 1952 polio outbreak stripped him of his ability to breathe, he was confined to a steel cylinder to stay alive. Instead of despairing in his cramped iron cocoon, Paul proved that while breath may be restricted, the yearning for freedom and the power of the intellect know no bounds. Beyond mere survival, Paul achieved the extraordinary by teaching himself glossopharyngeal breathing, allowing him to leave the machine for short periods to attend university and graduate with a law degree. He broke all physical barriers to become a practicing lawyer, representing clients in court from a specialized wheelchair. The image of a man in an iron lung relentlessly pursuing justice is a powerful testament to the strength of discipline and the determination to conquer impossible heights. Paul Alexander's story is more than a medical record of endurance. It is a profound message about the value of life. He wrote his memoirs using a pen held in his mouth, reminding the world, "Your past or your disability does not define you." Paul lived a full and vibrant life, teaching us that even in the most dire circumstances, the human spirit can create world-changing impact through an extraordinary will to live. Williams Martin Sanchez Lopez astounds the world with his unprecedented globe luxation ability, allowing him to pop his eyes out of their sockets by a staggering 12 millimeters, approximately 0.47 inches. Thanks to a combination of loose orbital tissue and rare ocular muscle control, he performs this feat completely pain-free and without damaging his vision. This unique medical phenomenon not only landed him in the Guinness World Records, but also serves as a vivid testament to the miraculous and mysterious variations of the human body. Williams's story reminds us that every individual can possess distinct traits, turning a physical anomaly into a unique personal signature that connects them with the world. Wesley Warren Jr. endured a severe case of scrotal lymphedema that caused a part of his body to swell to a staggering 132 pounds. This massive burden turned simple daily tasks into agonizing struggles and isolated him in a world of physical and emotional pain. Every step he took back then was a grueling struggle, not only against the physical weight, but also against the stinging stares of social stigma. His ordeal serves as a poignant reminder of human endurance when faced with the rarest and most devastating medical conditions. After years of being a prisoner in his own body, Wesley found hope through a complex surgery that removed the growth and restored his dignity. This journey of rebirth celebrates the power of modern medicine and the courage to fight back against overwhelming odds. His return to a normal life ignited a flame of hope for countless others silently suffering through unspoken pain. He proved that no matter how heavy the burden, hope remains alive as long as we refuse to give up. The cinematic world immortalized Richard Roundtree as an invincible man of steel. Yet reality dealt him a blow more grueling than any action script ever written. In 1993, while at the peak of his career, the legendary Shaft star received a diagnosis that left him stunned: breast cancer. At that time, the concept was almost a taboo for men, especially for a paragon of masculinity like him, making this battle not just about survival, but about shattering the walls of social stigma. Richard Roundtree's surgery to remove breast tissue and the devastating rounds of chemotherapy were not just a medical treatment process, but a turning point that transformed him into a true fighter beyond the screen. Rather than choosing silence to protect his superhero image, Roundtree decided to publicly share his truth in order to raise awareness and awaken the community. He proved that acknowledging vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, but the highest form of courage, helping millions of men around the world understand that listening to their bodies is the key to preserving their lives. The legacy left behind by this late legend isn't measured solely in box office hits, but in the countless lives saved by his decision to speak the unspoken truth. Until his final years, he remained steadfast in his mission to inspire, turning fear into action and transforming a devastating illness into a masterclass on extraordinary resilience. Richard Roundtree taught us a priceless lesson. A real man is not one who never falls, but one who stands up and lights the way for others through the darkness. Roy Sullivan, famously dubbed the human lightning rod, made history with a miraculous record of surviving 7 direct lightning strikes. From singed hair to temporary vision loss, each encounter with nature's fury saw him defying all odds of probability to reclaim his life. Roy's story is not just a medical anomaly, but a brilliant symbol of the indomitable human spirit, reminding us that the will to survive can overcome even the most unbelievable strokes of fate. Kailash Singh stunned the world by refusing to bathe with water for 37 years to fulfill a spiritual vow for the well-being of his family and nation. Instead, he maintained a fire bath ritual by standing around a large bonfire every evening, believing that heat and smoke would purely cleanse his body. This act serves as a powerful testament to the strength of faith, where a person is willing to forego basic hygiene to pursue a higher spiritual goal. Teresa Widner is a living symbol of the psychological phenomenon known as pica, in which a person consumes raw minerals, such as pebbles, instead of ordinary food. Over the course of many decades, she reportedly ate more than a ton of stones, viewing this behavior as a way to self-soothe her inner emotional turmoil. Teresa's story illustrates the intersection of micronutrient deficiencies, psychological trauma, and survival instincts, while also revealing the complex, hidden dimensions of human behavior and the deep desire for inner peace, even when such actions carry significant health risks. Thank you for following the inspiring stories of these resilient individuals today. Their journeys are not only a testament to the strength of the spirit, but also a reminder of the importance of understanding and unconditional love for children born with different appearances. If these stories have touched your heart, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any more